welcome. We're off for a walk into those woods there. Hopefully, well, that's the plan anyway. Just adjust you. That's better, isn't it? Yeah, so basically we're heading down here first, and I'm going to see if I can find a couple of springs. One's down here where the track turns off to the right, and the other one is near the abandoned farm. So let's hope it's a good one. Lots of sedge either side of the path, which is a massive sign that this is wet. You may have heard of sedge moor in Somerset. Again, sedge moor because the place is wet. Now the spring is... oh, there's a track. Pretty sure though the spring's on the left. You see that hill in front of us there? I often used to come down there. These woods are private. I'm not sure who owns them, but I do... ooh, some box. Lovely. So I think the spring's down here. Yeah, look. Maybe. Look at this old wall. And this is indeed the water from a spring. Oh, the spring is supposed to be down there, but this water's coming from all the way from up there. So I'm assuming it's a lot of runoff after the past 6 months of wet. But yeah, I used to regularly climb up that hill. Well, this isn't the spring that's on my map. So sometimes I'm unsure in when there's private woods. I'm not sure about how people manage them or how people use them. I tend to be a bit dubious about it. Obviously, if I knew someone who used that water, then maybe I might. But I do know there's a pond, lake thing up there, and I don't know what that's used for. Right now, the spring is somewhere in here, the other one that I'm looking for. But see, this is looking like that's where the water runs down through this channel. But it looks like there's water coming down there. So I'm guessing this is where a couple of springs might meet here then. but I don't intend to drink that water. So these two streams of water meet here. And flow into this, which is a bit of a pond. And it's got irises in there, so I don't remember ever seeing this. Tempted to go up and see where the spring up there originates. Well, it's still coming down there, and the spring isn't supposed to be in the wood according to the map. According to the map, it's supposed to be somewhere in this field. Well, according to the map, the spring's somewhere there, but it's not. It's moved, so I am guessing that it's moved across to there. As for this other one that's coming along the valley there, I'm not sure. I'd have to investigate that. Anyway, let's go back through the gate and head up the path through the woods. So this is the side of the pond we were looking at, but it seems to flow down here. So we're going to go on up here to where we meet a path. A forest of ramson leaves on that side and dragon's tongue on that side, and a very rocky, stony path. You see on the right hand side there where it looks like water probably channeled through at some point, running off, maybe in heavy rain. Wow, it's not pushchair terrain, is it? And we got this little bit here, and then we reach the other track. There's quite a chunk taken out of here, 8 inches to a foot. And the bluebell leaves coming out there. Well, we've actually come round in a little U, not a mini me, but a little U. And very often I just get tempted to go that way, and I wonder if there's something underneath, because we are above military tunnels here. I mean, literally Rudlow Manor's less than a mile away up there, but we have to go down this way. But I nearly always try and go the other way. There are certain places where my natural GPS goes off. More recently, since more recently since Wi-Fi has been prevalent everywhere. So yeah, so we're heading down now to, we'll come out into some fields and then we'll go via another stream, river, the Weavern. Hope you notice the connection with mythical beasts. Weavern is very close in sound to Wyvern, the mythical griffin type creature. Here we go. This is the gate, and then we go into an open area and head down towards the river. And here we are, and as you can see, the said abandoned farm right down there, Weavern Farm. So we're going to have a look, see if there's any mythical beasts down there. I wrote this morning to somebody about how this area is teeming with water, but even I had underestimated how much water really does flow around here. And there was a time when this wasn't fenced and you could come here and go and hang out in the river over there. So I only come down here with wellies on. Little view of the farm. That's Weavern Farm. I'm not going to go across there. Not in my condition. Well, here we are on the bridge. I gotta say, I've never seen this like this. I know we haven't had the rain that some other people have. Well, there is another spring, isn't there? I better check out where that is. According to my map, the spring is over there. But I can't see any sign of water there. Another time maybe we'll go in here. But as it is, I have to manage my energy levels and my body at the moment because I'm recovering from an injury, so we're going to head back. Well, the spring is somewhere there, but if you look there at the tip of my finger, it looks like I can't tell whether that's water or whether that's discoloured dead foliage. There you go, just a little wander around. Not being that adventurous, more adventurous than some people I can think of. There's no way they'd have gone down that muddy thing with the muddy track with the deep water. They probably wouldn't even be wearing wellies, so we're going to go up here. Another kind of just narrow channel that's very difficult to walk up or down. And some primroses. It's a common thing that people think they're out in spring and it's a sign of spring, but it's not. Flowers come out when the atmosphere and conditions are right. Last year I saw primroses out from October right the way through. I mean, sure, they have their peak in spring, but it's not the only time you see them. It just happens to be the peak. There. So we're off up here now. See how deep this channel is. It's like there's only one place to walk, and this is where we all walk. Look at it. You can't walk any other way. You just got to walk this way. I did have to regularly walk this route when I had no transport. Basically from where I was living, through the woods, down here, through the woods, up that really steep bank, then along the road, past where Dickens wrote his first novel. I think it's his first, isn't it? Pickwick Papers. Up to Pickwick, past certain rock star drummer's house, and then back again with my shopping. 2 or 3 times a week I did that. So we're coming up to the top path now. If you look, there's the gate there. Lots of lovely valleys, wooded valleys around here. Wooded valleys and streams. See the river in there. So we're off up here. The lovely arching stems of a wild rose. Little tip, if you go to a lot of places where you shouldn't be going, and I don't advise that, take couple of plastic tubes with you, so you can just put them over the barbed wire, because you never know when that's going to come in handy. So yes, I'm going to sign off now. Thanks for joining me. See you next time. Ta-da. And I'll do my 20 seconds of end screen.